The origins of the Brotherhood of Nod, including their leader Cain, are a mystery to this day. Its revelation to the public and the world occurred in the 90s with the emergence of Tiberium. However, many years before this, the Nod organization was already involved in certain historical events from the shadows, amassing power, political influence, wealth, and followers for their cause. An investigation by the United States into some private defense companies and contractors revealed ties to the Brotherhood. They discovered that Nod was not a small inconsequential terrorist organization, but a well-equipped, hidden military power capable of deploying large numbers of military forces on land, sea, and air. Subsequently, researchers from the Global Defense Initiative discovered that the origins of the Brotherhood of Nod could be traced back to ancient Egypt. Several tombs with Nodite symbology were discovered near the bases of Nod, as well as statues and rock carvings of the biblical character Cain and Abel, including representations of Cain killing his brother. It is still a mystery whether Nod's leader, Cain, is actually an ancient prophet becoming the Bible's own Cain or simply took this as inspiration. It was also discovered that Cain was Stalin's secret advisor, providing him with information that not even Stalin's generals and spies knew about. Cain disappeared when Stalin was killed during the Allied assault on Moscow. Yes, Red Alert 1 is part of the Tiberium universe as a prequel. In 1995, with the rise of Tiberium and the revelation of the Brotherhood of Nod to the world, this organization made sure to establish themselves in the places with the largest amount of crystal reserves and were the first to study and collect it, proclaiming that they were the pioneers in the whole process. The spark that caused the First War was an attack carried out by Slovenian terrorists supported by Nod on an important building in Vienna. The GDI blamed Nod for the act and, behind closed doors, the UN Security Council ordered the GDI to carry out open military operations against Nod and its allies. At the beginning of the war, the Brotherhood took advantage by launching a massive offensive that expelled the GDI from North Africa, appropriating areas of land and resources for itself, thanks to the great guidance of Prophet Cain. Now was actually the second in command, Seth, and the newly recruited commander, you, the player, who led these actions. This new commander began to achieve victories that surpassed those of Seth, who attempted to betray him by sending him on a secret mission to storm the Pentagon and get rid of him. Cain intervened, finishing off Seth and allowing the commander to take his place, now becoming the supreme leader of Nod. With much of Africa under Nod control, an invasion of Europe was planned, beginning with a massive disinformation campaign accusing the GDI of committing deliberate massacres against civilians, such as that of Bialystok, Poland. This effective strategy forced the UN to withdraw its funding and military forces from the area, allowing Nod to launch its invasion of Europe. However, this turned out to be a trap, as the Nod forces were met with formidable resistance that repelled them and allowed a major counter-offensive by the GDI, driving them out of Europe. The war came to an end with a brave resistance by the forces of Nod at the temple in Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The GDI assaulted and destroyed the temple using their newest creation, the space weapon known as the Ion Cannon. The few survivors testified that Cain was present in the battle until the end, embracing death along with the light of the Ion Cannon, thus concluding the First Tiberium War.